Hey, I honestly don't expect anybody to come on because I know the reception has been horrible, but you'd be very proud to hear that today I went to T-Mobile and I switched my service. So I can be a good coach now. After 10 years, I can be a good coach. But anyway, I wanted to come in here today, and as you can tell, I get progressively grosser with each one of these. That's just life. I might shower tomorrow, we'll see. But I wanted to talk to you today about how you earn as a coach. We talked about you running challenge groups, being a product of the product, right? Having intentional posts, doing curiosity marketing to help other people reach out to you saying, you know, what you're doing is working. I'm interested in working with you, or I'm interested in doing what you're doing. That's a big part of what we do to train you to be an effective coach and to find your tribe of women that will be your customers for life or possibly your team. But how do you earn money? So what I want to do is I want to break it down in the most simplest form that I can. And then I actually I came across, I did this because remember I've been a coach for 10 years, but I came across 2 years ago for one of my very successful coaches. I did a team call for her and I broke down what I made or monthly in my year 1 all the way up until my year 8. And it speaks volumes. So I'm going to share it with you. So hang in there till the very end to see the good stuff. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for coming on. I'm not talking to myself. I appreciate that. So anyway, you are going to start off, and then you disappeared. You're going to start off. She's like, oops, I don't want to be on here. Commission. You're going to start off initially being 100% commission. And with Beachbody, you get anywhere from 25 to 40% commission. So I'm going to give you an instance of, say that you sell, which is our biggest, bestest, most amazing deal. It's called the Beachbody On Demand Annual Challenge Pack, something like that. And so what you do is you get Beachbody On Demand for a whole year, which we talked about before, ridiculous. It would take someone over 2 years to go through all of the workouts in Beachbody On Demand, but you get Beachbody On Demand for a whole year, and they get 1 whole month to kick the Shakeology tires to see if it's a good fit in their diet, which they will fall in love with it. But they get a challenge pack, so they go in a challenge group or an accountability group with you. They can do the workouts, they can drink your Shakeology every day, they can follow the meal plan and have the accountability, support, and education that you are going to provide for them with my help. And that's $160, okay? That's, I think, a quarter of a gym membership, but $160. That's 4 pedicures, $160. And you will get about 33% commission off that. So you make about $50. So like I mentioned yesterday, if you decide to come aboard and you want to do the Lift 4 workout program with me again, that'll be my second time through, and I'm holding an accountability group, and you're a part of it, and you put out there, hey, you know, I'm really inconsistent with lifting my weights. I know that HIIT training is the best way to burn fat. Melissa McAllister happens to be a nutrition guru who's going to help me get super lean and clean up my diet. Would you like to come with me? And you find 3 friends that are like, hell yeah, I'd love to do that. I don't have to work out 4 days a week. I'm with my girlfriends, clean up, I eat a chocolate shake every day, not too shabby. If you get those 3 friends, that's $150 right there. You get 5 friends, what's that? 250 friends, plus you get a $100 bonus. So, your very first month, you find 5 friends to commit with you because it's more fun to do with friends. You start building a business, you get commission, you get the $350. Now the cool thing about that, and I usually have a graphic for it, but I'm just going to tell you on a person-to-person basis, if you help 3 people that first month and you make about that $150, that second month, it actually equates to about $250 without doing any more work. If you just help 3 people again, you have people from the month before that are probably 2 of the 3 are going to remain on Shakeology. Then the 3rd month, you help just 3 people again, but you have people from the first month that are enjoying their Shakeology, still working on their fitness, people in the 2nd month, still drinking their Shakeology, now people in the 3rd month. So you can see how it's cumulative. That's like school. Accumulative. And that would equal in your 3rd month, you earning about $430 just in commission. Okay? So that's usually how you'll start off, and that'll be the bulk of your paychecks every single month. But as you start to change people's lives and they start to get healthy and fit and they realize that they love these programs, they're seeing great results from them, they're drinking their Shakeology, they notice their hair's getting, fuller, their skin's feeling better, they're losing weight, they're more regular, all that good stuff. That they want to become a coach, A, could be for the discount, or B, it could be because they want to pay it forward and they want to do what you're doing because it's working. That's usually in my case, that's usually what happens. Most of my team comes from people that have become customers that end up wanting to become coaches because they're just in love with the process. And so once you start to build a tribe of women that want to do what you do, then you start to create a team and you start to have what's called team volume. And it's no different than, I don't know why 7-Eleven just popped into my head, but it did. But say you want to open a 7-Eleven. I usually am more clever than that, like a Starbucks or something. But a 7-Eleven, and you've created a 7-Eleven that just serves people, right? And everybody in the neighborhood loves this 7-Eleven and keeps coming to it. Well, you have a girlfriend that lives in another town that could really use a 7-Eleven, right? You've created all the systems. You have the blueprint for the building and how to stock it and how to buy the products, right? But you're like, hey, I'll help you open a 7-Eleven in your town. But because it's your baby, right? You're the one who started it. You're the one that's investing in this person and helping them get started and becoming successful. You're going to get a cut of that franchise. This is no different. It's the exact same thing. You're investing in somebody. It's going to take effort on your part in order to make that person successful, both physically and financially. And hell, yeah, you should get a cut of it. That's corporate America. That's the way that we work. And so you start building a team, then you start getting paid what's called team cycle bonuses. And that's where you start to see income that's going to come from literally you locking arms with your tribe of women working together to make a change. And that's what we call residual income. It's funny and it's very ironic, but most of the times that I'm on vacation and I'm not working are usually my biggest pay weeks ever, which normally you have to go without pay to go on vacation, right? But not in this kind of a thing because your team has your back. And if you don't work that week, that's okay. Your team is still working hard and vice versa. Maybe somebody on the team is on vacation or has to take time off because their mom is sick. They're still going to get a paycheck because the rest of you are pulling the weight. So it's actually really pretty cool. So you start to make what's called team cycle bonuses. And they start off very small. I told you yesterday about my husband laughing at my $16 paycheck. That was one team cycle bonus. Now, about 98% of my pay comes from team cycle bonus. I sell about the same amount that I did 10 years ago, but I have created, 10,000 amazing women that are doing what I'm doing. And because I started it and I've given that trickle-down effect of motivation, inspiration, leading by example and creating systems, they're successful, which makes me successful. So it's really a team effort. It's one of the reasons I want you to be successful. It's selfish. I want you to be successful because it makes me successful. However, it goes much deeper than that. I want you to be successful because I like you too. I love you. I want you to do well. After team cycle bonus, they also actually do things which might go over your head, but we have what's called a matching bonus. Hi, Leah. I hope you're still on. I'm going to use you as an example. Leah, you're a nurse, right? And I know how many hours that you work as a nurse. It's crazy. But say, for instance, that you become a coach and you start doing really well because it's written in the stars. I see it already. Nurses do really well in this business. And you start making $10,000 a week. If that blows you away, don't let it. It's very possible. Yeah, you are here. $10,000 a month. Well, what Beachbody wants to do is reward me for being there for you and giving you great leadership. So every time that you make $10,000 on a weekly basis, Beachbody gives me $1,000, a 10% matching bonus. Pretty cool, right? So that also incentivizes me to make sure that you do very well and that you help eradicate the obesity epidemic that we have. So you think to yourself, if you start bringing on your girlfriends, 3 of your best friends, and you guys build this together, and you help those 3 girlfriends be as successful as you will get a matching bonus on whatever they make. You'll get 10% of that. Now, I have some coaches that have been with me a long time that make an awful lot of money. and they get great satisfaction in knowing that I get 10% from Beachbody, not from them. It's Beachbody patting me on the back for saying good job of their earnings. So that's kind of cool. And then last but not least is called a quarterly bonus, which won't happen right away, but once you start getting in a leadership role in this business, Beachbody rewards certain coaches at certain ranks. But I will tell you, now sit down and put your seatbelt on, that a quarterly bonus can be as much as about $50,000 a quarter. And that's for each business center that you have at a certain rank. And I have 2 business centers at that rank right now. That usually helps me pay for my taxes and helps me put back into my team. We do team trips, we do retreats. We had a team party last week in Indiana at our convention. So really cool things like that. I always use those really big quarterly bonuses to help people. So just know, let me recap real fast before I share with you my income progression, which I always have to say, Beachbody says that no level of income is guaranteed. It depends on your effort, duh, but that it starts off with commission, which is a great thing. You help people, you should get paid for it. Pastors get paid, right? Teachers get paid, doctors get paid. You should be paid to help people as well. And then it'll go into team cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, and then quarterly bonuses will come once you start to build a business. Low network connection. Stinky. So anyway, I actually want to try to turn my phone around. Yeah, it's recording now. I think I've lost everything. So I'm sorry if you're watching the recording, Leah, that you had to. Oh, it says you're still there. Oh, say hi.
Hi.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Probably not. You're going to have to take my word for it. And how about I post these in the group, which I didn't plan on doing. But I want you to be able to see it. Anyway, really fast, because I've already been talking too long, 12 minutes. In my first year as a Team Beachbody coach, I signed up in June, so it was only 6 months. But in my first 6 months of being a coach, my average monthly earnings were $170. And I mean, you're looking at my pay. I'm not making this number up. You're looking at it, okay? That's year one, $170 a month. In year 2, which was a full year, my average, so know that what I made in January versus what I made in December was a big difference, but I took the highest and the lowest and I did the average throughout the year, was $1,700 a month. So can I ask you, would even just $1,700 a month help you and your family live a better life, right? $1,700 a month, I'm hungry. $1,700 a month can really help pay off debt. It could pay for a mortgage, right? It could pay for, a couple of vacations a year for you and your family. That's year 2. I have disclosures too. In year 3, my average went up to $4,000 a month. Okay, in year 3, $4,000 a month. And this is where I have to tell you that Beachbody allows you to open 25 business centers. Right now, I have 10, okay? I'm earning income on 10 business centers. Right now, doesn't matter how. I promise I'll get you there, but doesn't matter how. And so in year 3 is when I started opening up other business centers. So what I'm just telling you as far as income is just my first business center. So I start to open a lot more after this. I mean, my income still goes up, but just understand it's 1 out of eventually 10 business centers that I'm building, okay? So my 3rd year, $4,000 a month in this 1 business center, okay? How about year 4? Now we're looking at an average of $16,000 a month. So from year 3 to year 4, I'm really bad at math. Is that a 200% increase? From 4,000 to 16,000, it's a big increase. When was the last time your boss gave you an increase that was 4 times what you were making in 1 year? Think about it, right?
Right.
Okay? I was in control of me, and I wanted to give myself a big pay raise, and so I did. All right, so year 5, in that first business center, now we're looking at $21,000 a month. At that point, I had retired Mick. I retired Mick, actually, like I told you, was at that 3-year mark, my husband. So now we're definitely doing okay at $21,000 a month in that first business center. And at that point, I probably have 4 or 5 business centers open. All right, here we go. Year 6, my average for the month is $32,000. So I still went up $11,000 a month in just 1 year in that business center. I'm really working the other ones a whole lot more, but this one is still growing. Okay, year 7, an average of $50,000 a month. And you guys have to understand too, this is without any of those bonuses that I'm talking about. Well, it includes obviously the team cycle bonus. That's where it mostly comes from, and it includes the matching bonus. But the quarterly bonuses I told you about that could average $200,000 a year, they're not included in this. I'm not even including those. So year 7, that first business center is about $50,000 a month, and then year 8, it caps out, which is why you open up other business centers. But in my 8th year, it's on average making about $62,000 a month by itself. And at that point, I had probably 7 business centers now open. So, excuse me, I'll post these. I don't know if you have any interest in them, but I just want you to know that I'm just not pulling these numbers out of my tush. This is real. And I hope you looked on my social media and you saw that I do absolutely nothing spectacular. I just share my workouts, I share my meals, I recognize other coaches, my customers for losing weight. I take good care of my team, I spoil my team, all the things that you can do as well. So I hope that was a little bit of an eye-opener and explained a little bit better how you earn as a coach. You are your own business, 100% your own business. And so you have to save for your own taxes and all that stuff. But the good thing is this is your own business. You don't have anybody telling you when you can take time off. You don't have anybody telling you how much your time is worth. That's for you to decide. So tomorrow we're going to talk about like the next steps. If you're ready to jump into this, the trainings that I have for you, which me and this beautiful gal right here have been working really hard on revamping, always evolving, because social media changes all the time, right? So we work really hard to make sure that you have the latest and greatest to be successful at this. We're very excited about something new coming out to make sure that you crush this. And we'll go over that, and then I will do some final Q&As and hopefully be able to get the opportunity to invite you to the team. So I hope you have a great night. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I will see you tomorrow. Again, ask any questions below about how you earn, and I'm here for you, okay? Okay.